No, what's wrong, Tink? What's wrong, baby? Oh, are you tired? You have literally slept for 17 hours today. How are you still freaking tired? Hmm? How are you still tired? No. Hello everyone and welcome back. Today's video is going to be how I stay organized to get all of my work done. So that includes the tips and tricks and things that I personally think help me to stay organized, to do my college work, to do my homework, to do my assignments, and even things like editing my 3 videos that I do a week. So I am sort of also going to take you through my bi-weekly routine because my weekends are different, going from my dad's to my mum's, but I am going to show you and talk to you guys about what I do because I think it's important that people share tips and tricks on how to stay organized because not everyone is an organized freak. Last year I was terrible and I was always rushing to do things last minute, and I made a New Year's resolution that this year I was going to be a lot more organized and a lot more motivated to do my work. So that is another reason why I chose to start doing 3 videos a week on my channel here. I do understand that there are times where my videos don't upload. That is not because I haven't edited them, that is because of internet connections and problems with my computer. My brother is a massive gamer and pretty much his laptop, or not his laptop, his gaming computer, and because he uses his iPad, his phone and his computer all at once, he takes up so much of our internet connection that my laptop sometimes really struggles to connect because he's taking it all up. So that is really why. It's not even like, oh, I can pre-upload it early. There are so many videos that I have actually pre-uploaded early. A few I did last week. I uploaded them on Monday when they were to go live on Thursday. So I have scheduled some of them, but that's besides the point. It's actually getting them on YouTube itself that is the problem sometimes. And I do not upload a video at all using the Wi-Fi at my dad's house because his is terrible. So I just wanted to sit here and point out and say that no, the videos that I miss uploading are not due to me not editing them. They are due to internet connections and things that are totally out of my control. I can tell my brother to quit his game and to get off it for a while, but because of all of his issues, my mum sort of lets him have free reign and do whatever he wants. So the rest of it is left up to me. If you could see Tinkerbell right now, she's like the cutest little thing. Don't you just love it when your pet falls asleep in a cute position? It's so cute. Anyway, I'm going to share with you guys my tips and tricks on how to stay organized. So the first one that I have is motivation. I think motivation is the key to being organized, as well as organized is the key to being motivated. I think they go hand in hand and they are essential. They balance each other out. So last year I was completely not motivated for most of the year. For like a third of the year I had battled pretty much from August onwards. My mental health has not been the best, probably because I broke my foot. I was in pain all the time. Plus there's other stuff going on that I can't/won't talk about on here. So that is besides the point. But for the other half of the year, the rest of the year of 2017, I was so unmotivated. Like, yes, I got my work done. Yes, I got all my assignments in on time. Yes, I completed my classwork. But it was all last minute, and pretty much like the amount of times I was completely stressing. A lot of the times when our assignments were due, we had to submit them online, say by 5 p.m. and I would submit it at like 4:50 p.m. because I was literally rushing. Like, I would come home and spend hours and hours and hours the day before or the day of trying to complete my work because I literally left it till the last minute, and it was just terrible. So you in my mind, I needed to be motivated in order to get things done, and that is what I decided for this year. My foot is over that initial injury stage. I am now into more rehabilitation and like proper injury management and making sure it doesn't happen again, and I think that is helping a lot. So this year I made several New Year's resolutions, and one of them was to be more motivated and organized, because I want to get my work done and I don't want to be stressed all the time. And I have to say, it has been a huge blessing being so much more motivated in order to get my work done. Has been amazing. I feel so much better. I feel like I'm in control of myself again, and I feel like, yes, I can do this type of thing, and it's actually leaving me with a lot more spare time than I thought it would, because I'm getting my work done, I'm smashing my work out, and I'm getting it finished the day I get it. Not, oh, this is due next Thursday, I'll do it on Wednesday. No. I start it that day. I have several assignments due at the end of the week, and I'm pretty much finished all of them, so that is great. It also helps the fact that a lot of the TAFE teachers also don't really recommend homework. They understand that a lot of us are adults and we are working, we have families, we have other commitments that we either cannot get out of, so example, if you have a child, or things that have been, you know, circumstances. So for example, if you have to work 6 days or 7 days a week because you've moved out and you can't afford, you don't want to live with your parents but you can't afford to live on your own, it's sort of like that. So they sort of give less homework, they allow us to do all our assignments in class, but I still like to get a head start on my stuff at home anyway. Another thing that I 100% recommend is a physical calendar. I have one that's on the wall up here. That right there is my calendar. It is a cat calendar. My stepsister Sam actually got me that for Christmas, and I think it is one of the best things someone has given me for Christmas. I went through the whole of 2017 without having a physical calendar to write on. I used whiteboard markers and wrote them on my wardrobe doors, because my wardrobe is glass and a mirror, so whiteboard markers draw on them. I used that and I find it was good, but it wasn't good enough. So I have a physical calendar. I write everything on it, from appointments to when my assignments are due, to even small things like film this video on this day. I even write what video I want to upload. So I go through my list of videos I still have to edit, and I plan the ones I want to upload on each day that week. And things like that, and I find that gets me motivated as well as reminds me as well. So there are some times where I sit there and I'm literally tossing up between which video to edit. I have a makeup look or I have a vlog, and I really don't know which one to edit because I hate editing, and I find that writing it on there, I'm committing to that type of video. I sit down and edit it no matter what, no matter how freaking boring it is to edit it, I always do it. So I find that helps a lot. There are some times where I just know, right, that video is going up on Monday. Favorites videos and things like that are more time appropriate, but there are other ones throughout the week that literally this video could be uploaded any time of the year, but I write when I want it uploaded. Also because that way if something happens and I need to pre-schedule it, then I know what one I'm uploading. Another thing I really love is taking physical notes, so actually writing things down that you need to remember. Even if it's writing a note, just going grocery shopping for things that you need. If it is writing down little things you need to remind your teachers at TAFE. If you're in the middle of an assignment and you have a couple of questions and it's like 6 p.m. at night and none of your teachers are going to answer an email straight away, write them down and take them into class the next day or whenever you have class next. And that way it'll be so much easier because it will remind you. You have it written down as well, so there's physical evidence that you needed to ask that question or whatever it was, and I find that that really helps as well. So for this video, I have taken down notes because I find that if I'm talking about something, so this is more in terms of YouTube, If I don't take notes down for a lot of my talking videos, so I take notes down now for my favorites videos, throughout the month I have a list of my favorites and the things I don't like, and I write those products in there, and in brackets I will just write what the reason is. So if I have a foundation, for example, it might be it breaks me out. I might write foundation breakout. If it is a mascara, it might be too clumpy. So I write it like that, and I find that really helps. So I actually have it, I've started my monthly favorites here. I take down notes from my tea talks. These are just the topics I want to talk about, and dates if they apply. If I'm talking about a foundation now, there's one foundation I really want to buy in about the next 10 days or so, unless I have enough money now to buy, and I really want to do a first impression on it. So I will write down those notes. I hate sitting there looking at my computer while I'm trying to do a first impression, and I find writing it down as well. This day and age, we are not handwriting much anymore, so I find that handwriting it just helps so much because it's keeping handwriting alive. Something I find that helps with staying organized as well is really listening for those fine details, listening for those key bits of information. I know what it's like to tune out. On Friday, I was so exhausted all day. I literally had to get up and go to the bathroom because otherwise I was going to literally fall asleep. I could feel my head like falling, and I literally could not do anything about it, and the last thing I wanted was for my head to fall and to like slam on the keyboard. We're in the computer lab, and I just literally did not want to fall asleep in class because that's embarrassing, and also I don't want to get in trouble for falling asleep in class. Like, I know I won't get in trouble, but it's sort of like my mum doesn't believe me when I say I am that tired, so I don't want her to think I am joking because she won't believe me. Unless the TAFE sends home a letter of concern, which they won't because I'm over the age of 18. So they won't. Anyway, listening is a really good thing because I find that last year I freaking tuned out all the time and then had to Google everything and search everything and ask all my friends because I had no idea what I was doing. Okay, I had an idea, but I had no idea on the basically the fine print, if that makes any sense. And I find this year I'm tuning in, I'm listening a lot more, and I'm retaining more information. And I don't know if it's because, again, I'm more motivated, my brain is in that zone, I don't know what, but it's working. Another thing I absolutely love is highlighters and color coding. So these are just 4 highlighters I have. They came in an 8-pack. There's 4 more of these. These are my home ones, and I have other ones in my pencil case that I take to classes with me. I basically have done I only bought these yesterday, and I have done the first 4 weeks of my classes without a highlighter. I had one pen. One. Now, if anyone knows me, they know that I love color coding things. Last year actually, I used to color code everything I had. So this year, I have 4 highlighters. Yellow is for headings and things like that, as well as we get unit study guides for every subject that we do. So I will highlight the course, my name, and the subject that we're doing because all the study guides look the same except for what the subject is. So I highlight that. Basically yellow, because yellow is my favorite color, yellow is the most important information, things that categorize, if that makes sense. So if I'm looking for something in all my notes on our Galileo system, which is the computer reservation system for travel, they also use Amadeus and Sabre as well, but Galileo is what I was taught, and there was 12 different modules that we had to do, so I highlighted like module 1 and then all the major headings in yellow. My next color is pink, just because out of the rest of these it stands out best the next. That is subheadings and dates, because I date everything I write, because if something happens, they can go through and find out what date I wrote everything. And then next, orange and green basically is just other information. So if I was in modern history, for example, I used to use orange for people's names and greens for dates. It was things like that. It's sort of, my main 2 is pink and yellow, and then these 2, it's sort of depending on what I'm doing. So I use highlighters all the time. This pack I got was like $2.60 I think at Officeworks. That is a stationery shop here. And there was 8 of them, and so far the ones I used to highlight all my notes yesterday, they're fine, so I think they're okay. To go along with the color coding thing, I have my folder here. This is my binder that I carry with me to class. It's pale pink with gold polka dots. I just got it at Big W for like $4. I have done 5 weeks worth of classes and I have pretty much filled this already. So I don't know if you guys can see or not, you probably can, but I've got all of these different color plastic sleeves. So red, the first plastic sleeve has my timetable. Yes, I've got pegs on my folder here because the little thing that sits across there broke, and I've got the pegs because otherwise it's tearing the plastic sleeves and I don't have enough money to keep repurchasing them. I've got a actual calendar that the TAFE gave me in here, and I cross off the days so I know what date it is. My timetable's here. The class I've highlighted at the bottom is a class I've completed. That was what I was doing for the first 3 weeks. No matter what I'm doing, my timetable's always at the front. And the rest of the stuff in that plastic sleeve is just information I got on enrollment. So, sort of like terms and conditions, payment options, like rules and regulations, things like that, uniform, etc. So, red, all of the plastic sleeves for red are filled, and they are all of my notes on my Galileo system. That is the computer reservation system, so that is all of the notes on our system and also the notes that I did for all of our modules. So I have booklets and 12 different module notes. Blue is notes for my Wednesday class. Now I have one subject I do the whole Wednesday. I have 2 subjects I do on Thursday, so I do one of the morning and one of the afternoon, and then I have one subject I do through the whole Friday. So I do change subjects after a while, so that's what this is, but I'm doing this subject and I do it all of Wednesday. At the moment I'm doing this subject, Wednesday. I do this subject Thursday morning, this one's Thursday afternoon, and at the moment I do this one all day Friday. So that's what I mean. So I have more categorized these into teachers because I have a different teacher each day. So red is the Galileo, blue is my teacher for my Wednesday class, because like I said, those subjects go all day, and I separate each subject by their study guide, so I highlight them in yellow. Dark green is the Thursday morning class, just because it was the class I had there. I have a lime green set of, they're like really, really bright lime green plastic sleeves, and they are for my Thursday afternoon. And then I have yellow, which is for my Friday class. So I have organized them. The red, the dark blue, and the dark green plastic sleeves are all colored on the outside as well. I got them from my Dollar King, and the sleeves that have the pale green and the yellow I got from Officeworks. They came with light blue, dark blue, and red as well, but I already had the blue and the green and that in here, and I didn't want to swap everything over, so I just added those 2. So I bought 2 packets. I have got the other sleeves in a spare folder in case I do need a spare one, but they're more for actually submitting assignments. So if I am sitting in class and our teachers say, okay, we're doing our Thursday subject, Thursday morning, I know it's dark green. So I just need to look in the binder and I can see it and just flip to that. One of my other things as well is keeping everything in one spot. My teachers recommended having, another thing I like to do is keep everything in one spot. My teachers recommended to have separate folders for each class, and I said no, because I like to keep everything in one spot. Once this binder is full, I of course will buy another one and start filling that up. This one will be labeled binder 1, my other one will be labeled binder 2. So I went through 3 full binders of this size in my diploma last year. One went through the whole of semester 1, and I had a lot more notes for semester 2 just because I was out of our classes a lot with my broken ankle. There were some classes I was not able to attend for more physical reasons, so I wrote down a lot of notes and things that I missed, so that is why. But keeping everything in one spot, a lot of teachers told us take our Galileo work out and things like that, but I just like to keep it all in one spot because knowing me, I will either throw it out or I will lose it. And the last thing I want is to do my exiting exam and to find out I have lost all my notes. So keeping them all in here, I know where they are. Something else I really like to do as well is getting everything done quickly. Now, I don't mean rush. I mean get it done quickly and thoroughly. Now, that might be really hard to some people because some people in my class have to take things really slow. But I, on the other hand, prefer to sort of get everything done quickly. So I would rather sit down and smash out as much of an assignment in one night as I can, as opposed to sitting down and doing segments over different days. I hate doing that. I'd rather sit down, get it all done, as much done at once, because then you have the free time after it. Another tip that I have, which is probably one of my most important apart from color coding, is keeping a routine. Now, I pretty much have a bi-weekly routine that I do. So for me, I'm going to start off with the weekend I'm at my mum's, which is what this weekend is that I'm filming. It is currently the 18th of March. So on the weekend at my mum's, I will come home from TAFE. So I'll start with Saturday. On the Saturday, that is usually when I fully clean my room, I change the sheets on my bed, and that is when I do my luxury shower. Now, I know this is going to sound so weird to some people, but yeah, that's when I do my luxury shower. So I will shave and wash my hair and do everything at once. So I pretty much also film 2 or 3 videos that day. Today is Sunday. Yesterday I was so jam-packed doing a heap of stuff, so I've actually filmed 2 videos today. I've got this look will already be up, so I will link that video down below. It was a get ready with me hair and makeup. I haven't done a get ready with me doing my hair in a while, but if you guys want to see me straightening my hair, video will be down below. So basically the weekend I try and film 3 to 4 videos if I can. 2 Saturday, 2 Sunday, or just 3 on Saturday. That way I can get them edited. It's more my talking videos that I like to try and film because my mum, again, starting to get into those moods where she doesn't want me filming. So when she's not here, I film as much as I can in order to get my stuff done. And I find it really helps because I film all in one day, and that way I've got the rest of the week to upload. So I do that, and pretty much I spend Sunday afternoon to Monday morning editing my Tuesday video. And then I try and edit nearly all of my videos for the week on Monday, just because I'm not in my classes Monday and Tuesday. So I try and edit all my videos Monday, and if not, my Saturday video will be edited Tuesday. I at least do my Tuesday and my Thursday video, pardon me, editing on Monday, unless it takes, oh shit, I just rubbed lipstick on my chair. Unless it takes like several days to edit, so if I need to get pictures, if I need to get other footage, photos, things like that. That is usually when it takes a bit longer, but I don't actually need to because of Google, so thank God for Google. There are 2 things I like to do to keep motivated, which in turn keeps me organised, and that is drinking plenty of water and exercising and eating healthy stuff. So I find that motivating myself that way, giving yourself the healthy nutrients and the healthy food and the healthy energy that you need, is going to keep you motivated and awake and alert, and you're going to want to get things done. I started going on my health journey on December 10th, and I have to say it has helped so much. I have spoken with my physio and I have had to pull back a little bit on my walking and stuff like that. I will get into that in my next tea talk video, so subscribe if you want to keep an eye out for that. I have been eating so healthy this weekend. I had a pizza for lunch, but that was pretty much the only unhealthy thing. I had a like vegetarian sandwich for dinner just because I wasn't that hungry, but it was tomato, salt, pepper, lettuce, low fat cheese, didn't even have any butter, capsicum and some carrot, and it tasted amazing, absolutely amazing. For breakfast I usually have smoothies, or if I'm too lazy to make a smoothie I will just put some fruit with some yogurt. So this morning I actually had a cup of my frozen berries. I defrosted them and had them mixed with some vanilla yogurt and it was amazing. I have to say I think they've been in the freezer a little bit too long. The blackberries that were in it tasted a bit funny, but I'm fine, so I shouldn't be too worried. I've had them for a while, pretty much. I find that doing that really helps. It helps clear your mind. Exercising in particular, if you are someone who, like me, who needs to go hard out, sweat, get it all out, that sort of is like getting rid of my anger as well. So that frustration. So I find that helps to clear your head, keep you calm, and it sort of will be like, right, I've got all of that anger out, I've got all of my frustration out, now what do I need to do? So that helps me as well. I really want to buy a punching bag because I think that will help so much more. I'm someone who needs to exercise in fast pace, but I physically can't do it because my leg won't let me. And the last two things as well is keeping your mind and your body calm as well. So exercising, but when you're not exercising, keeping yourself calm. So I find that meditation, yoga, even things like essential oils, listening to even some ASMR videos, keeping your mind calm and not getting too overworked, too stressed and too angry as well. If you suffer from being angry really easy, that really helps as well, because I find staying calm lets you think a lot more logically. A lot of people who are angry make very split-second decisions and that can end up costing them a lot. Now I'm not saying whether or not that's going to make you fail a class or whatever, but I'm talking that might, you know, someone driving away when they're really angry, they might cause an accident or something like that. But I find that it really helps as well in motivation and keeping yourself organized. Keeping yourself calm and not getting too frustrated or angry all the time is really going to keep you level-headed, and it'll make you think so much more logically, so much more simplistically. And I find that also you're not going to dwell on the negative aspects of being stressed, of, oh my god, I've got all of this work to do, what am I going to do? Well, okay, you start from that end and you work your way to that end, and when you're done you give yourself a high five and maybe a strong shot or something. And to keep myself relaxed during the day, as well as helping me with my hydration, is I drink herbal teas. They are tea that doesn't have caffeine in it, but they have other things. So for example, peppermint tea. I have one from Twinings that is a digest blend. It's got licorice, lemon balm and peppermint, and it tastes amazing. Not only do I think it actually helps with my reflux and things, the smell is so calming and it just helps so much. I find that it helps with my hydration, my headaches have disappeared, and that it gives you something to do instead of fidgeting while you're doing your work. And a lot of ones you can drink chamomile tea if you're someone that gets stressed really easy, and things like that. Sorry, my cat's being so cute. So I find that drinking herbal teas, not caffeine, get off the Red Bulls, get off the monster drinks, get off whatever the other ones you drink. Don't drink one of those for energy. Get off them, get off caffeine, get off energy drinks. If you need to drink a soft drink, have it diet or zero. So for example there's Fanta Zero, Sprite Zero, Coke Zero. Personally for me, I find they taste a bit funny, so I tend to go with Diet Coke. There's the Kirk's brand, sugar-free, creaming soda, diet lemonade, things like that. If you must have a drink because of something, a soft drink, avoid alcohol. That's another one. Alcohol might be a like sedative for some people. For me, it's a stimulant. Every time I have something with alcohol in it, I don't sleep. I fidget all night. I get horrible like cramps in my legs. My stomach gets really upset no matter what I drink. And I find that if I drink too much, I literally have the energy to run around the room, like run around up and down the block all night. And it doesn't matter what I drink. I've drank wine, spirits, beer, liqueurs, doesn't matter. I've tested that. So that was my tips and tricks and a little bit of a ramble on what I do to stay motivated and things that help me keep calm and stuff like that. I hope it really helped you and I hope that you learnt something. If you guys want a less rambly video, I might actually do one again in the future. Ask me in a year's time and I might do it again. Because I find that things will change from year to year. It'll depend on your workload. At the moment, I find I'm not too stressed because I don't have a job. I'm not working, as well as trying to juggle my study life. I'm not trying to juggle school, work, and my social life. Although my social life involves family, and that's it. I don't think I have seen one of my friends in like 2 months. I haven't seen one of my friends since freaking New Year's Eve. I've seen my brother's friends, but I haven't seen one of my friends face to face since New Year's Eve. And that's pretty sad. But I don't rely on every single person on the planet to get me by. But that's pretty sad. Like, I talk to my friends all the time, but it's getting kind of lonely. Probably because I spend so much time and money on my damn car. Don't have enough time or money for anything else. Anyway, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Please check out my description box down below for a summarized version of this video, as well as my social media sites. While you are down there, hit the subscribe button in the corner, and I really hope to see you in my next video. Bye!